Welcome to the channel. Our today's subject of discussion is another important painting defect, that is alligatoring or grow footing. This defect is also known as checking or grazing. The photograph number 1 is representative of the defect alligatoring, whereas the photo number 2 represents grow footing. These defects of alligatoring or grow footing appear as a fine cracks or as a gray pattern on the paint surface resembling the skin of an alligator. That is why the name alligatoring. They primarily occur due to sudden temperature changes, long-term weather exposure, and conditions with high humidity and strong sunlight. Clear varnishes are more prone to this damage, especially as the age of the vehicles, especially with the age of the vehicles. Generally, automobile paint finishes are very strong and tough, which can withstand the severe weather conditions. However, sudden and severe temperature changes can cause stresses which are built up in the paint film, and these stresses in return can cause checking or fine cracking, or better known as alligatoring or grow footing, appearing on the surface of the paint film. The possibility of these effects appearing increases with aging and weathering, especially in the climates with very high humidity and strong sunshine. Alligatoring or crocodiling, as the word indicates, is a crazed appearance suggestive of a skin of the reptile. Clear varnishes are more susceptible than the paint to this type of breakdown or cracking. Regarding causes and countermeasures, the first and foremost important cause is excessive film thickness of the color coat or total paint system. Excessive paint buildup increases internal stresses, thus making the paint prone to cracking or checking or alligatoring or grow footing. The recommended countermeasure is apply coats within the specified film thickness limits for each layer and for the total system. The second most important cause is insufficient drying time. Application of top coat over an adequately dried undercoat, which we have ranked as 9 by 10. If the undercoat is not dried or cured properly, the trapped solvents or shrinkage can cause surface cracks or tension failure at the top coat. Therefore, allow full drying, or what we say curing time, between coats as per paint specifications. Cause number third important cause is mixing of unapproved additives with the color coats for the purpose of improving the gloss or drying rate. We have rated it as 9 by 10. Unapproved additives may chemically react or interfere with the curing, leading to cracking or surface distortion, thus resulting in alligating or grow footing. What we recommend is use only tested and approved additive recommended by the paint manufacturers. Cause number 4 of alligatoring or crow footing is addition of excessive amounts of clear varnish to the color, or use of too thin a coat of clear varnish over the top coat. Improper varnish ratio or insufficient protection leads to stress buildup and cracking. Therefore, we recommend to follow correct mixing ratios and apply recommended varnish thickness. Fifth important cause is application of the repair finish over an old finish in which checking, that is alligatoring or crow footing, had not been earlier detected. Existing undercoating cracks can migrate and appear on the top coat, thus causing failure and resulting in crow footing or alligatoring. Therefore, thoroughly inspect and remove old defective layers before refinishing. These were the 5 most important causes contributing to the defect of checking, alligatoring, or crow footing. Now, if the defect has already occurred, how to repair it? To start with, thoroughly sand the affected area using abrasive paper until all visible cracks have been removed. Clean the surface carefully and inspect closely to ensure that no traces of fine cracking or checking remains. If the film is too old or heavily checked, it may be sanded down below the damaged layer before applying a new finish. However, for the best results, it is recommended to strip the paint off down to the bare metal and fully repaint the paint surface. With this, we conclude our today's discussion on the subject of checking, or what we call alligatoring or crow footing. Please do drop your comments and share your experience. Regarding the painting defects, our next topic of discussion would be chemical staining or etching, or what we say spotting, acid rain, or discoloration. In the meanwhile, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to receive the similar contents in future too. Thank you, and thank you very much.